Please stand or remain standing for the national anthem. Thank you. You can be seated. Good evening, and welcome to tonight's commencement exercises for the Spencer Center class of 2025. Yes, that's right. I would like to start by welcoming our graduates and all those who have gathered tonight to congratulate you and wish you well. We are joined by your families who have worked alongside you and deserve to share in tonight's celebration. We are joined by your fellow Wolfpack members, the students of Spencer Center. Just yesterday, they were... Okay. If you had the over-under on when I would start crying, the under won. Just yesterday, they were lining the halls and screaming at the top of their lungs for you. And tonight, many of them have gathered to support you as you prepare to become alumni. We're also joined by the faculty and staff of our school who are delighted to share in the recognition of this special evening and to wish you well as you move into your chosen fields. We are joined as well by distinguished guests this evening, Assistant Superintendent Deborah Klein and Cincinnati Public Schools Board President Dr. Kareem Moffitt. Thank you for being here with us this evening to mark this momentous occasion and to celebrate our graduates. Tonight you'll hear from members of our faculty, our distinguished guests, and our students themselves. It's our hope that tonight will feel warm and welcoming and will help those in our audience to better understand just how special this group of young people is. Thank you again for being here tonight, and I'd like to start by welcoming up our first speaker, Dr. Kareem Moffitt.
Take a breath. Hello, how are you? Okay, you guys are super nervous. Congratulations, graduates. I just want to leave, you can do that. I just want to leave you with a few words, and I promise to be brief. To the educators, parents, guardians, community members, and most importantly, to the graduates, congratulations. I am honored and humbled to stand before a room filled with brilliance, courage, and limitless potential. Today is not just a ceremony, it's a celebration of resilience, a reflection of purpose, and a launch pad for the extraordinary journeys ahead of you. To the small but mighty graduating class, I see you, I celebrate you. You are trailblazers. Not just because of where you're going, but because of how you've walked this path. Each of you carries a unique light, a gift that's been nurtured in the halls of Spencer Center, sharpened through challenge and refined with intention. You've been trained not only in excellence, but in empathy. Not just in formulas, but in facts, but in curiosity and character. But what sets you apart is not just your intelligence, although you have that. It's the diversity of your thinking. It's your creativity, your passion, your ability to see the world not just as it is, but what could be. That's the power of being gifted and talented. You imagine what others don't yet see, and you dare to ask, why not? Just like when you asked me about conferring diplomas. Why? Sometimes that does mean that you're standing alone. But let me be clear, standing alone doesn't mean that you're alone. In fact, it often means you're standing in truth, standing in courage, and making space for others to rise and stand with you. That's leadership. Leadership takes courage. It takes believing in yourself even when no one sees what you see. And guess what? That's okay. Every vision that ever changed the world, just like you, started with the heart of someone who refused to give up on what they believed was possible. So whether you're heading to college, launching your own venture, taking a gap year, or still trying to figure it all out, know this: you are already enough. You already belong. And you already have everything that you need to make history. When doubt creeps in, and it will, remember this moment. Remember the love in this room. And remember that your voice matters. Your story matters. Your journey matters. And your vision matters. Graduates of the Spencer class of 2025, go forward from now with boldness. Be unapologetically excellent. Be radically kind. Be courageously creative. And never forget, your greatness is not just in your gifts, but in how you use them to lift up others. Congratulations to the Wolfpack class of 2025. We are so proud of you. I am so proud of you, and the world is ready for you. Congratulations.
Good evening and congratulations, graduates. My name is Deb Klein, Assistant Superintendent for Cincinnati School District. I am here on behalf of Superintendent Shauna Murphy and on behalf of the entire administration of Cincinnati Public Schools to extend our enthusiastic and heartfelt congratulations to the 2025 graduating class of Spencer Center for Gifted and Exceptional Students. That's right. It is a great honor and privilege to have the opportunity to share this day with you, to celebrate your academic achievements, and to reflect and reminisce with you on your high school experience. Today is also an important opportunity to recognize and thank the many individuals who have helped you along the way. Your parents, your families, your friends, your teachers, and all of the wonderful staff members of Spencer Center. We are grateful for the support all of you have provided to this graduating class. At these graduation commencement exercise, there is so much promise and cause for celebration. I urge you to hold these feelings with you and always to find the bright side of every situation. Use your good humor, your kindness, your positive outlook, and your smile to supplement the education and experience that you have as a graduate of Spencer Center. We are all proud of you, and we are grateful that we have this opportunity to celebrate with you. I would like to thank Principal Giannacchio for the invitation, and on behalf of Cincinnati Public Schools, congratulations to the Spencer Center for Gifted and Exceptional Students, Class of 2025.
Good evening, Spencer Center Wolfpack, and a happy Friday to you. Today is Friday, May 9th, 2025, and it's a great evening to have a great evening. I'd like to start by expressing my deep gratitude to a few groups of people. First, to our families. Thank you for sharing your most precious humans with us. Okay. I know, I'm trying. I am trying. This is about as together as I got it. Thank you for trusting us with their care and for allowing us to be a part of their education. Thank you for supporting their dreams, for fortifying their strength, reinforcing their sense of responsibility, and helping to promote their independence. The class of 2025 is an exceptionally kind, talented, and bright group of young people, and so much of that is because of you. Congratulations to you this evening. I know that this evening is really about celebrating our graduates, but this is an important milestone for you as well, so please take some time to celebrate. Celebrate your late nights and your early mornings. Celebrate the removal of crusts from sandwiches when packing lunches. Celebrate driving to school to drop off forgotten instruments, or jackets, or lunches, or projects, or assignments, or shoes. Celebrate long talks at the dinner table and helping with homework. Celebrate walking them through college and job applications and driving them clear across town for interviews and appointments. All of that hard work has paid off. You made it here together. To our staff and faculty, the most incredible educators in the world. Our students are so lucky to have you. You consistently go above and beyond the traditional role of classroom teachers and stretch yourselves to meet the needs of our students and our growing school. You took on the challenge of relocating our entire school and banded together to ensure that we wouldn't miss a beat in the process. After 7 years together in our first home on Olms Place, I worried that moving this summer might not allow us to continue to feel like a family. But as it turns out, it wasn't about that cute little brick building with its center courtyard. It was about the people. You make our school a home. Thank you for being the absolute best team to do this work with, and I know that I can speak for our students when I say that you have been a defining element of their success. To the Spencer Center students who have joined us here this evening, all of you over there. Hi, I love you. Hi. Please pay close attention tonight, because before you know it, you will be seated on the floor of this arena celebrating your own graduation. I know that you share in our pride and our admiration for this group of graduates, and I hope that you'll find tonight to be inspiring as you continue in your own educational journey. And to our graduates, the stars of this evening, our little team of navigators, you have helped us weather some stormy seas. Through all of it, we have been fortified and anchored by this community. Through the flow of life and the challenges that each of you has faced individually, through literal flooding and temporary relocations, we have relied on this community to carry us through. Whether it was in year one as fifth graders, or later on, each of you took a chance and changed schools to join our little crew. I hope that you continue to find your crew in life. Fill your boat with people who want to row in the same direction. Find the people who are as passionate about improving the world as you are, who challenge your thinking, who sharpen your perspective, and who help to shake the dust off when you make a mistake, which you will. You will make lots and lots of mistakes. That's part of being human, and it's the most important and impactful way to grow. What incredible potential each of you possess. Being a smaller school has allowed us to witness your individual talents blossom in a way that might not be possible elsewhere. We've seen your brilliance up close, on the stage, on the court or field, in the art room, and in the classroom. You are a diverse group of individuals who have all found a home here at Spencer and in our hearts. Sometimes being from a smaller school might make you feel like you're at a disadvantage. But I tell you today that simply is not true. In fact, this close-knit community and the personalized attention that you've received have equipped you with something invaluable, a strong foundation of support, the confidence to take risks, and the understanding that your voice matters. Here at Spencer, you haven't been just a number. You have been seen and known and nurtured. We have been honored to share in your triumphs, to offer a steady hand during difficult times, and we believe fiercely in your potential, even when you might have doubted yourselves. I want you to know that no matter how high the waters get, no matter how much self-doubt sneaks in, no matter how much you question your ability, we believe in you. There will always be a building full of people who have your back. You have the bag full of handwritten cards to prove it. I'm going to take a moment and just wipe my nose here. My apologies. Each year, I prefer to use my time up here to address our students directly. This is getting harder as our classes get bigger, but it's important to me that you know how much each of you means to me. This part does take a little bit of time, so I hope that you're comfortable. I hope that in our time together you have felt my deep admiration for each of you and that you have come to know just how proud I am to be your principal. But just in case, Andy Biddle, what would we have done without you? It was like after 6 years together, there was a long-haired, bearded hole in our class, and you came along to fill it. And we're so thankful that you did. We had been waiting for you. We'd been waiting for someone who would rally us all to petition the governor over conditions during our flooding, someone who would become the most memorable Daddy Warbucks. Thank you for bringing your sardonic wit and your even-tempered but cutting commentary to our hallways. Thank you for being boldly committed to being yourself and inspiring others to share that commitment. I really hope that you meant it when you said you'd come back next year to continue to lead our Pathfinders Club. It would be so wonderful to have a chance to continue to see you in our halls. Ella Blundell. Danger really is her middle name. Check your program if you don't believe me. Ella, you are tougher than you give yourself credit for. You have fought and laughed and scraped your way to graduate, and I'm wildly proud of you. You are funny and honest, tenacious and bright, and we are better because of you. You have a keen sense of justice, and you are deeply observant. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to get to know you and to be a part of helping you to discover your passions. Thank you for sharing coffee insights and tips, and for always making me laugh with your keen sense of humor. Watching you walk the hallways yesterday during our clap out took my breath away. You have grown so much in your years here, and I'm excited for what's next. Isabella Branham. It's been such a privilege to see you blossom into such an intelligent and grounded human being. You have achieved an enviable balance. Yes. Hold, please. You've achieved an enviable balance of taking yourself seriously enough to understand your inherent value while also being able to laugh at yourself and have fun. I know that your work in maintaining high grades and exemplary behavior has set you up for success through the Young Scholars Program. And OSU is going to be enhanced by your membership in their community. You are still Waters, and I'm incredibly proud of you. Jasper Jessic. Thoughtful. You are an incredibly thoughtful human being. Thoughtful, creative, funny, and passionate, you have set the bar high. While earning your Girl Scout Gold Award, you challenged me to reflect on and improve our school's dress code to ensure that it was equitable and free from bias. The conversations that we had while crafting that new policy are among my favorite. You are so considerate of others and really do want the world to be a better place. It's obvious that you genuinely care how others feel in your presence. The care and the time that you put into crafting parting gifts for your teachers is just one example of this. You worked this year with Ms. Karen to give back to our community every day, and through your work with the PAC Outreach Program, you serve the broader community as well. Go forth, have fun, and be great. Vivian Connolly. Life has placed challenges in your path over these past few years, and you have risen to meet them. You have forged a path that is truly your own, and I know that you have the skills and the brains to continue to do so. You are observant and patient, independent, and deeply self-aware. You are capable of truly great things. We are so proud to watch you walk across the stage tonight. Congratulations on this wonderful accomplishment, and I hope that you will continue to speak your mind and work hard towards your goals. Eloise Elliott. Hello there, Pearl. Did you ever imagine that when you first came to Spencer that you'd lead an entirely new sports team? That you'd captain that team and more than double its membership in a year? The Eloise that I met years ago was nervous, quiet at times, and sometimes even stifled by self-doubt. The Eloise that I see before me now is still quiet, but is now earth-shakingly confident. You are unafraid to speak truth to power, and you understand the strength of your voice. You make me giggle, usually under my breath. You are remarkably funny. I don't know what Miss Auding will do without you next year. Don't worry, I do my best to take good care of her for you. I'm so thrilled that you're going into education. You're an absolute natural, and your students are so lucky to have you. Tiernan Gardaki. When I found out that you might be considering pre-law as a pathway after college, I had some questions. Does Tiernan know that some forms of law practice involve public speaking? However, having had the opportunity to watch you over these last few months, I now see just how committed you are to the truth, to doing what is right, and to your friends, and you will make an excellent fit for the world of law if that is your chosen pathway. I learned from Jackson about your recent filmmaking work, and I am exceedingly impressed. Although horror is not really a genre that I spend much time watching, but excellent job in the filmmaking nonetheless. Thank you for joining us at Spencer and for bringing us your quiet leadership. We are so proud to have been a part of your story. Roby Gillespie. Speaking of our quieter friends, hello there, Roby. Quiet, strong, and creative, we adore you. Especially Miss Auding, who claims to have followed you, or maybe you followed her, from elementary over to Spencer. You followed her, she followed you. You followed each other. You held hands. It was great. It still is. Ever committed to the single earbud. Roby is not wearing his earbud this evening. You will see both ears are free. Thank you, Roby. Proud of you. Roby has been a guiding light of Route 174 all year. What will they do without you next year on that bus? You are kind and just a little bit goofy. It's been beautiful to watch as you have discovered yourself and learned how to trust your intuition. Your steady commitment to being yourself allows others to feel comfortable being themselves in your presence, and that is a true gift. Bix Griffith. Watch out, world. We're setting Bix loose. Bix, you have been fighting for what you believe in since the day I met you, and probably if we were to ask your parents, for long before that too. You are a true Renaissance woman. Beekeeping? No problem. Saving wildlife? You bet. Harvesting rainwater to promote ecological diversity and sustainability? Absolutely. National Merit Finalist? What, like that's hard? Performing small bits of stand-up material in Latin? Yep, sounds about right. I've never met another soul quite like you, and I doubt I ever will again. Stay open, continue asking questions, and continue being your weird and wonderful self. Blake Harmon, our future marine biologist. You are like sonar. You are quiet, but deep. What an excellent field of study for you, and the world really needs your work now. You are fiercely private, sneakily funny, and maybe don't know how to spell your middle name. Or at least not super confident in your ability to do so. As it turns out, you're also an excellent bowler. You have truly wonderful hair and a bright smile. Thank you for sharing it with us. Bria Henderson. Bria has chosen to focus on animals through her studies next year at Western Kentucky. I believe it's an excellent fit. as it combines her compassion and her kindness with her love of science. Bria, please hear me when I say that you are perfect exactly as you are. Your smile puts people at ease. Your willingness to look silly and have fun is so refreshing. If I was a betting woman and you asked me who would come to school in full costume for any theme day, I'd put Bria in the top 5. At dances, you could always be found on the dance floor and encouraging others to join in. Your desire to deepen your practice and get better extends beyond the classroom to the volleyball court as well. And you've given me perhaps the greatest gift, a senior banner that features one super tough-looking volleyball player rocking a bright pink cowboy hat. Micaiah Hofer. Hello there, Micaiah. You found our school in 6th grade, and I'm so glad that you did. It must have been a strange adjustment to leave your first elementary school 1 year before everyone else and start over somewhere new. Thank you for taking that leap. Thank you for your commitment to music that is way cooler than anything I've ever listened to. There probably aren't that many future engineers who are most likely wearing a Metallica sweatshirt under their graduation gowns tonight. I see a collar, so maybe no sweatshirt tonight. You somehow skated by without a single office referral in all of your years of school. An impressive feat. Good luck next year, Micaiah. Monet Jordan. Monet is an absolutely sensational and quietly powerful future changer of the world. Her plans to study nutrition will undoubtedly help so many people. You look simultaneously elegant and wildly cool every single day, which is a credit to your individuality and your creativity. Something happened during COVID. You came back without a mask and you were suddenly all grown up. You make space for others and are easy to cheer for. I'll miss seeing you and your dad in the mornings at drop-off. Zoe Keaton-Varshay, you are incredibly strong. Your will to succeed and your commitment to yourself have allowed you to place yourself on a great path. From your Animal Crossing days and field gymnastics at recess to years later on the tennis court, you are a fierce competitor. Allow yourself to be soft too. You don't always have to be strong. You should be exceptionally proud of all that you've accomplished and go boldly into UC with confidence that you can handle anything. Jackson Rogers. Did you know that Jackson Rogers has already quietly been writing, producing, directing, and shooting his own films? That's right. His genre, as I said earlier, is mostly horror, and while he is currently encountering an issue with the sound on said camera, I have no doubt that he will figure it out and go on to create films that will delight worldwide audiences. Jackson is unbelievably kind and considerate and makes it look easy to do the right thing. He is constantly reading, usually more than one book at a time, and seeks ways to make the world and himself better. Through his work with his church community, or at the greenhouse, or as a part of student council, Jackson is exceptionally generous as a human being and brings poise and positivity to everything he does. Mariah Ruan, please hear me. Never doubt your own brilliance. You are so talented. You are a gifted thinker and so connected to other people. And you are a Spencer Center OG since year 1. You joined our community the very first year that we opened as a 5th grader, and we have been through a lot together. I've had the privilege of having a front row seat to watching you grow up and into yourself. We've shared many conversations about real life, relationships, friendships, self-doubt, career or college opportunities, and we've even talked a little bit about hindsight. I know that you sometimes wish you could go back and shake your younger self and share with her what you know now. I would encourage you to hug that younger version of yourself instead. She was wonderful too. I've always seen greatness in you, and now heading off to study engineering, I hope that you fully see it in yourself. You are ready. Denai Shannon. Thank goodness you made it in time, because tonight would not have worked without you. Denai and her family traveled to and from North Carolina this week to support her sister at her college graduation as well. So a double congratulations. May 9th, best day ever in that household. Denai, you can do anything. You took up the charge of leading Girls to Women, and with your team have turned it into one of the most thriving organizations at Spencer. Being elected prom queen by your peers didn't surprise me at all. You are admired wherever you go. Moeller Beauty Academy is so lucky. The field of study that you've chosen is perfect for you. Self-directed, creative, customer-focused, and meticulous. You'll have customers lined up around the block to see you. Don't look at my nails. You would be ashamed. I hope that you'll continue to come and visit us so that you can share your wisdom and light with our younger students. They need you. Devin Shields. Devin, Devon, Dev, DJ. A man of many names, many talents, and sometimes a few antics. I worried about you at the end of last year. You were so close to some of the members of the class of 2024 that I thought you might try to graduate early or pack yourself into one of their suitcases just to go with them. But thankfully, you did not. You have grown into the role of a leader this year, on the court, in the classroom, and sometimes even in the cafeteria. Their Uno game is pretty intense. You have kept me on my toes, made me laugh, forced me to question my sanity at times, and overall made my life and my work as a principal better. What a thrill it is to know that you have chosen to pursue a degree in secondary education. I hope that you'll come back to work at Spencer and continue to inspire others through your signature confidence. I will miss you, Dev, ye of many, many names. Malachi Shryock. I have learned many things from you. One of them most recently being that mechanical engineering technology is something you can major in. Malachi, you can sometimes be a bit quiet, but not because you don't have something to say, just because you choose your moments well. You are measured and dignified and just a little bit silly. You get a little glint in your eye before you say something just a little absurd or litigious, like when you advocated that the seniors should in fact not lose any points during the scavenger hunt despite having fully sidestepped a key riddle and basically cheated your way to finding the bowling pin. Yeah. Points gone. Sorry. You are casually wildly talented as a musician and make it look easy to do exceptionally well academically while also having a great time with your friends. I'm thrilled that you chose Spencer as your high school and know that you will continue to make us proud in the years to come. Josiah Smith. You're just so cool. Like impossibly cool. I don't know how you do it. There's an effortlessness to the way that you move through the world. You are mature and calm, poised and cuttingly funny. What a joy it is to see you tonight and to recall all of the ways in which you have made us proud. I hope that you recognize your capacity to lead simply by being yourself. Continue to let your creativity shine brightly. Jake Sullivan. I didn't necessarily have fisheries and wildlife management on my bingo card for majors in the class of 2025, but I live to be surprised. It is fitting for a person who has continuously surprised me throughout our time together. A man of mystery. Somehow you and your brother arrived to school in the same vehicle and yet walk into school 10 to 15 minutes apart. It's a mystery. Legend has it that you're still in your car now, finishing up that episode of NPR. Is that correct? Okay. It's been wonderful to see you connect more deeply to our community through athletics and to hear your laughter in our halls. Britton Taylor, our school pacer champion. 112? That's right, 112 on the pacer. That's the furthest anyone's ever gotten running back and forth in the gym over and over again. You are one of the kindest people I know. You are a beacon of light, constantly smiling and at times quietly shaking your head while shenanigans happen around you. Your senior project this year will continue to benefit our community for years going forward. You are open to feedback, seek ways to improve, and hone your craft carefully. No one else in the world could have convinced me to Spider-Man on my desk in the middle of the day with no context. So, yes, I did that for Britton Taylor. Your smile is magnetic, your presence is warm, and your sense of self is unflappable. I aspire to your level of quiet confidence. Deja Tucker. You have some fans in the house. Fear not, people. Deja is here, and the halls of Spencer Center are safe, starting as our hardest working safety patrol member in lower school. You could not walk quickly down that hallway. She had a sash, and she wasn't afraid to use it. Deja, B, don't laugh, you were there too. You were in a sash as well, and you too, Biggs. Jackson as well. Many safety patrol members here tonight. She brought her signature spunk and energy to everything she does. Even when she is not wearing her cheer uniform, she is everyone's biggest supporter. You have always been so hardworking and committed to everything you do. When you start something, you give it your all. Physical therapy is a great fit for you. It will allow you to combine your care for others and your desire to support their healing with your strong knowledge of science. Go be great and continue to bring light to the world. B. Waldvogel, another incredible safety patroller. It was so special to be in the room when the full school community sat, jaws dropped, and saw you absolutely own the role of Miss Hannigan. You were sensational, like truly brought the house down. And to watch as all of Spencer Center caught a glimpse of your gift was something that I'll never forget. You made the first college commitment of this class. You are decisive and sure of your path. If graphic design doesn't work out, I think you may want to explore a study of history. You always find a way to mark the important events and to ensure that we remember our school story together. Thank you for being a part of it all. Kira Webb, 7-time World Martial Arts Champion, National Champion. World, who's counting? World, I said it, people. For a super strong athlete, what is the deal with your shoulder? I don't know. I don't know a single person who could utter a single bad word about you. If you were a Google review, you'd be 5 stars, verified. You are unbelievably positive and always bring your signature calm and collected attitude with you. You are built to solve problems and make things better, so of course you're going to study supply chain logistics. Absolutely perfect fit. Jackson Wolves, Eagle Scout, an upcoming world explorer. Jackson, you are truly singular. Yesterday you brought homemade cinnamon rolls to your senior breakfast because you insisted on finding a way to treat your classmates to something delicious. And I think that says a lot about who you are. I am so proud of how you tackle challenges. Like taking on joining the baseball team and balancing that schedule with the completion of your Eagle Scout requirements. You are incredibly curious and upbeat, and we're so lucky that you allowed us to get to know you these past years. Jackson leaves tomorrow morning for the first international trip of his gap year, and he's heading to Australia. I hope that your travels help you to both learn about the world and to more deeply understand yourself. You're wonderful. Jemiah Wooten. I've known Jemiah since 5th grade too. You are meant to lead. It is obvious to anyone in your presence that you can be trusted. Integrity is the measure of who we are when no one is looking, and you have integrity in spades. One of our 3rd grade students was weeping during our clap out this week. Fully weeping. This is about the 3rd grader, not about the signing day crying, which was a totally separate incident with another very emotional student. And he said, I'm just gonna miss them so much, especially Jemiah. You don't have to take time out of your day to check in with people, but you do. It's just how you're built. You are programmed to do the right thing and to seek the right thing in others. You tell the truth and you bring your concerns to those who can help to impact change. You are continuing your spirit of giving and your commitment to something bigger by joining the National Guard to study cybersecurity while attending school. Thank goodness you chose Spencer as a 5th grader because you have been an important part of the Spencer Center legacy. I would just like to say I did a pretty good job controlling my emotions. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. The world that awaits you is vast and full of possibilities. When exploring those possibilities, please do me a favor and ask yourself sometimes, how would Ms. Ginocchio feel about this choice? Is this a choice that I feel proud of? Is this a choice that I want to tell other people about? And then maybe just use that as a frame of reference in guiding the exploration of all of those possibilities. The world needs your energy, your ideas, your compassion, and your unique perspectives. Your next steps will be defined by the size of your dreams and the strength of your character. As you embark on this exciting new chapter, remember the lessons that you've learned here, the friendships that you've forged, and the unwavering support system that will always be here for you. Embrace challenges, pursue your passions with courage, and never stop learning and growing. You are resilient, you are ready, you will always be a part of this pack. And for one final time, have a happy day today, and go Pack Go.
Let's give another round of applause to Ms. G. Good evening. I'm Beth Schnell, the junior-senior English teacher, co-advisor of the senior class, and the graduation committee chair at Spencer Center for Gifted and Exceptional Students. I am also a self-proclaimed superfan of the class of 2025. It is my honor to introduce our following 2 speakers. They are members of this class of incredible humans, and they would like to say a few words about their time at Spencer, what it has meant to them, and how they view the next chapter. I met both of these young women when they were little 7th grade girls in my English class. Both of them were timid and unsure in their own ways, but I could see behind the fear and nerves and knew that one day soon they would step into their power and create a name for themselves. And it turns out I was right. These 2 ladies have been impeccable examples of what being part of the pack really means, what it means to be a good friend, a good student, and a good steward of the earth. And they are really good humans who are such a pleasure to be around. They have big plans for their futures, and I cannot wait to see them realize every single one of their dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Kiera Webb and Jasper Cheswick.
Good evening, Spencer Center students, staff, friends, families, and to the board members joining us today. To start off, I would like to apologize to my parents because I did not tell them I had a speech. I had to have one last trick up my sleeve. I would also like to start off with getting a little personal for a moment and acknowledge some people that couldn't be here for me today. My best friend Cameron, who I call Norris, but we won't get into that right now. My cousin Haley and her family, who unfortunately weren't able to make the trip up here. And my dear friend Barb Brown, who passed away of cancer in December of 2024. She was a fantastic person who did just about everything, including being a teacher at Cincinnati State, where some of you will be attending in the fall. When thinking about what I was going to say for this speech, I was brought back to a few months ago when me and Denai were walking back down the hallway after the 7th graders had their karaoke day. She has said something that has stuck with me ever since. Spencer Center is nothing if not supportive. Seeing how those kids supported each other and were so genuinely happy for each other really brought tears to our eyes. I've been attending this school for 6 years, or since 6th grade, and I'm very grateful to have been supported by this community for so many years. From the teachers that help us when we're struggling with math, to the teachers who treat us like their own kids, to the teachers that are our shoulders to cry on, and to the teachers that learn how to play Minecraft. Shout out McCarthy. We are also very lucky to have a principal who cares so much about us and did everything she could to make sure we had the best environment to help us learn, no matter where we were, no matter how high the flood is. And we are also lucky to have a PTSO that is so good at getting us funds and making sure we have everything we need in our environment to thrive. And to the families of the graduates, to the parents who come and support their kids at every opportunity, to the siblings who give encouragement where they can, to the grandparents who support our students and show compassion in everything they do, and to the guardians who stepped up to support our students in their time of need. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all the support, love, funds, and empathy you have given us. I cannot imagine having gone to any other school and having a good of a time as I did here. Spencer is truly one of a kind in every way. Teachers at other schools don't care the way that you all do. You don't see schools put as much faith in their students as they put in us. And you don't see principals who care so much about each individual student. That is a part of what makes Spencer so truly special to us. And to my class, whether you came here the first year, the few years following, or in junior year, it has truly been an honor to grow with you together as a group and as individuals. We have truly come so far from the kids we were when we first walked through the double doors into the atrium. We made it through distance learning, being reintegrated after the lockdown was lifted, changing buildings, and geometry. If you know, you know. As we go down the world, we know that we're going to be okay because we had an environment that has supported us every step of the way. I also was thinking back to my first day at Spencer. My first day at a school I had never been to before, with teachers I had never learned from, and kids I didn't know. As I sat in Miss Jones' first bell, I didn't know if I would make friends or if I would be able to make it at this school. Of course I did, but 12-year-old Kiera didn't know that. Then through the door came a girl who came over and sat with me, introduced herself, and wanted to know more about me. And from that point forward, if I could make my first friend and make it through my first class, I knew I was going to be okay. To that, I say, thank you, Deja. I didn't mean to make her cry. It's okay. Though we will walk out of this room as different people going on various journeys, we will always have our memories. Sitting around, talking on the couches, lunchtime in the courtyard, playing random games in the gym, helping with field day, having pizza parties with Mr. Lewis, and last but not least, playing the Wordle with Michelle. Our experiences have shaped us and will stay with us no matter where we go. We will always have a community to return to. Maybe not in our building, maybe not as students anymore, and perhaps not even as the same people we are now. But we will always be a part of the Spencer Center community. Sir Lewis Hamilton once said, "I'm working on a masterpiece and I haven't quite finished it yet." Now, I really love this quote when I first heard it, and it really resonated with me. Not just because I chose it as my senior quote, put that out there. Regarding high school in the future, I see high school as the sketching, the framework of the painting, and the framework of my journey. Then further on in life, more brushstrokes will appear, getting my first job, graduating from college, getting my first, oh, I already said that, never mind, I'm so sorry. Later on in life, my masterpiece will be complete, but no masterpiece can be perfect without first laying the framework. Now, before I give the stage over to Jasper, I just want to say that I will love and miss every single one of you. Thank you very much.
Hi.
evening, everyone. My name is Jasper, and I am the Marian Spencer Scholar of 2025. I am honored to be able to give this speech on behalf of the 2025 Spencer Center graduating class. I would also like to thank you all for being here, for showing up, not just today, but throughout the many seasons of our lives that led us here. Standing before you today, I can't help but see our time together like a garden, a wild, beautiful, unpredictable garden. And throughout the many years we have been here, we have grown in such beautiful and vast ways. Some of us quietly, like ivy curling along walls, some of us loudly, like sunflowers turning boldly toward the light. But all of us have taken root and bloomed in ways we couldn't have imagined when we first stepped foot in Spencer Center. Now here we are, the edge of it all. The garden that we've tended, the one filled with memories, lessons, laughter, and even loss, lies behind us. And ahead of us is a gate we now must open. Beyond it, the world grows wild again, unfamiliar and uncharted. It's tempting to want a map, a sign, a guarantee, but life doesn't offer those things. What it does offer is possibility, the kind that whispers you won't know unless you go. The kind that says growth doesn't happen in certainty, it happens in risk, in discomfort, in the wild spaces we haven't yet explored. And so today isn't just about leaving something behind, it's about becoming something new. It's about stepping through the garden gate with courage in our hearts and dirt on our hands, ready to keep growing. Like young seedlings, we were once unsure and fragile. We stumbled our way through first classes, new friendships, and awkward beginnings, wishing we could grow faster, wishing we could graduate sooner. I remember when I began 7th grade and was semi-officially an upper schooler, I hated it. The hallways were different, half of my class had left Spencer, and the high schoolers were really tall. I did not like it. I had no idea who I was or who I wanted to be. I felt like a seed that had just been planted, buried in uncertainty with no clue how it would grow. Luckily, though, we were held by some of the strongest soil and could begin to sprout. We were guided by the teachers that believed in us before we believed in ourselves, and we found family and friends at lunch tables. I found solace in Ms. Otting's room and the courtyard and made wonderful friends, some of which I am glad to graduate beside. The classrooms, hallways, and quiet corners witnessed our becoming and saw our roots begin to dig deep, held together by lessons, laughter, and late-night conversations. Everyone's journey here looked different, but we all grew in the same garden. The shared rituals, the quiet nods of mutual understanding, the inside jokes. We all shared collective experiences, reaching towards the surface together. We created the optimized routes around the circle of classes in the old building. We cheered for our sports teams, and we tortured Mr. McCarthy by playing Timothy Chalamet's Statistics over and over again. And we did it together. We grew side by side, sometimes tangled, sometimes leaning on one another, but always connected beneath the surface. The growth that we've experienced over the past several years hasn't been easy or linear. We've experienced a world pandemic, political turmoil, and a building change, 2 building changes if you count the Jacobs Center, as well as our own personal struggles. Every garden faces storms, and some of ours came sooner, harder, or more often than we expected. And while these storms can bring great destruction, they can lead to great renewal as well. The rain can cleanse and refresh us, and if parts of us are washed away, we can grow them back stronger than before. Growth is inevitably messy. I doubt I'll look back fondly on crying over friendships, getting bad grades, and stressing about the future, but they taught me how to pick myself back up and try again. Imperfection is just part of the process. Broken stems can heal and bent flowers can bloom, even when all the odds are against them. We are not here in spite of our storms, we are here because of them. Throughout these storms, it can be important to find shelter, someone you can rely on. The friends who sat with us in silence, the teachers who extended their compassion, and the family that reminded us of our worth. None of us got through our storms alone, and that's not a weakness, but a community. As we have discovered ourselves and bloomed farther than we once thought possible, we have accomplished incredible achievements. We have grown from hindering uncertainty to remarkable confidence, from awkward beginnings to proud endings. I joined Spencer in its 2nd year, so I've seen many of you enter this class, and I can say with ease that I have seen such immense change in every single one of you. I've seen such beautiful changes take place in who you all are, and I can't help but smile with each of your accomplishments as I remember who you used to be and how far you've come. All the preparation, struggle, and nurturing has led us to this moment of vibrant, visible growth. Each one of our journeys of growth has varied, but has been just as valuable to this garden. Some of us are roses, others are daisies. Some grow tall, others close to the earth, but each one of us brings something essential to this field. While the material accomplishments we've celebrated have been important, our true success lies in who we've become as people. As we've grown, we've cultivated many important qualities. We've become resilient, curious, kind, creative, empathetic, and overall leaders. Certificates and trophies can matter, but so do the hearts we've grown, the voices we've found, and the people we are now. We are now a field of wildflowers, each shaped by where we've been, yet reaching toward what we've yet to become. We've grown something here that's worth remembering. We made beauty out of pressure, and now we're ready for what's next. So now we are standing, ready to go through the garden gate that leads to our next journey. Out there, the soil is unfamiliar and the paths are unlabeled. Out there, it's scary. When we graduate, we lose the structure that we've had for our whole life, and if we take a risk, we might fail. But this fear is only a natural part of growth, and although challenges out there may seem more intimidating, it's nothing new. We've weathered the storm, we've taken unfamiliar paths, and we've done things that frighten us, and I know we can do it again. So maybe we will fail. Maybe we will lose our structure, and maybe we will feel lost. But we've done it before, and we know how to grow from it. Growth isn't tidy, it's wild. You'll have to mess up in order to move forward. We haven't even begun to imagine all the ways in which we might succeed after this. But if we're brave enough to keep planting our seeds, and our success is undeniable. So I encourage you, do the scary thing. Walk down the unknown path. Take the trip, apply for the job. Do the thing and say the words that frighten you. Because in doing what scares us, we will step into who we are meant to become. In stepping through the garden gate, you will experience life. Growth is not about arriving, but about becoming. Becoming is wild, and becoming is worth it. Now before I go, there's one more thing I would like to do. Say thank you. To those who watered us when we felt dry, who pulled the weeds beside us, who reminded us to keep reaching for the sun. If we are the flowers, you are the gardeners. First, to the families and friends who stood beside us as we transformed from tiny, dreaming kids to the brilliant, passionate adults you see today. Thank you. Your love, patience, your unwavering belief in us has meant everything. You are our roots. To the staff and teachers, thank you for being the backbone of Spencer. For showing up early, staying late, and teaching us not just math and English, but also how to be adults in this ever-changing world. Your work does not go unnoticed. Spencer wouldn't be Spencer without Mr. Craig's daily jokes, conversations with Ms. Odding, Mr. McCarthy's Minecraft builds, lunches with Mr. Gerhardt, or Mr. Harris's Red Bull habit. You didn't just teach us, you saw us, and that made all the difference. And to Ms. G, if the staff are the backbone, you are the heart. You've created a school filled with respect, kindness, and possibility. You made a space where students are safe to bloom. And I think I can speak for the whole class when I say we are proud to call you our principal. Lastly, I ask each of you to thank someone we often forget, yourself. You showed up. You put in the work. You made it through the hard days. No matter who helped you along the way, and we all had help, you were the one that kept going. Be proud of that. So here we are, class of 2025. Hands in the dirt, hearts full of hope, standing at the gate. Together, let's step through and grow wild. Thank you.
Thank you both so much. Can we give our student speakers another round of applause? I'm so glad you all got to hear the powerful words from our students tonight. This class is truly remarkable, and they are significant to me because they were my first class of 7th graders when I came to Spencer 6 years ago. So for me, this is a bittersweet moment because we've grown up together. I have been an educator within Cincinnati Public Schools for over a decade now, so I would say that I could be seen by some as a veteran teacher at this point in my career. However, it was this class that truly taught me what it means to be an educator. It taught me how to make learning work for your individual brains, how to push you without shutting you down, and showed me when to back off and let you cook. In short, you have all made me a better teacher and a better human just by being yourselves. In my life outside of school, I am a mother of 2 boys, aged 4 and 7. And I know that all the moms in the audience will agree when I say that motherhood teaches you new things every single day. But part of what I think makes me a good mother is that throughout my career, I have already had hundreds of children that I see as my own. As a mom of more than one child, you learn how to parent each one individually in a way that makes sense for that individual child's set of needs, personality, and dispositions. So it is easy for me to teach all of you because I see you as extensions of my own family. And having 27 of your own children graduating at once can be quite emotional for a crybaby like me. Each of you, at one time or another, has come to me in class and asked me for something different than what I was giving you. You wanted to show me what you knew and show what I needed you to learn, but you wanted to do it in your own way. And letting you do that is what has allowed each of you to fly. The words that you have written, the art that you have created, and the truths that you have spoken within the 4 walls of our classroom will stay with me forever. I said this to you all earlier this week in class, but I think it is important to say it here as well. Knowing and learning from you has made me realize that your generation will be the one to right the wrongs of the generations before you. You will be the ones to make lasting change that benefits all of humanity, because you see the humanity in all things. I know that at this moment you are feeling so many things. I can see it on your faces, and I can feel it in the air. And I'm here to tell you that all of those feelings are valid, true, and can be used to propel you forward into this new phase of your life. Let these feelings of gratitude, trepidation, nostalgia, anxiety, and love launch you forward into the next place in your life. You are all truly exceptional humans, and I will be forever changed because I had the privilege to know and love each one of you. Tonight, as you receive your diplomas, you will also receive a flower. This is a symbol to show that none of us get to where we are alone. We all need help reaching our full bloom. So as you receive this flower, think about the gardeners in your life who helped you blossom into this moment right here. And when you see them next, give them that flower and thank them for being part of your cultivation. Thank you for allowing me to say a few words to all of you this evening. It is the honor of my life to be among young people like yourselves who truly embody what it means to be part of a pack, for always having each other's backs, for encouraging each other through rough moments, and for cheering each other on for something as big as winning a huge scholarship to as small as solving the day's Wordle. Thank you for teaching me more than you will ever realize. Congratulations, class of 2025. I love you all, and I am so, so proud of you. Next, we would like to recognize a number of students who have achieved high levels of academic success. To achieve such high academic marks consistently throughout high school is something that should be celebrated and recognized. Your PAC is so proud of you and your accomplishments. First, each department would like to recognize one student who exhibited outstanding achievement in a specific discipline. Graduates, when you hear your name, please stand and be honored for your achievements. Receiving the Mathematics Award, Jasper Cheswick. Receiving the English Award, Andy Biddle. Receiving the Science Award, Makayo Hofer. Receiving the Social Studies Award, Denaya Shannon. Receiving the Latin Award, Bix Griffith. Receiving the Physical Education and Health Award, Britton Taylor. Receiving the Technology Award, Malachi Shryak. Receiving the Performing Arts Award, Bix Griffith. And receiving the Visual Arts Award, Jackson Rogers. Congratulations to these graduates on their achievements. Next, we would like to honor those students who have achieved the highest academic honors in their class. Students who receive Latin honors have worked incredibly hard and are recognized for their efforts by the colored cords around their necks. Please stand when your name is called. Receiving cum laude honors, Zoe Keaton-Varshay and Josiah Smith. Receiving magna cum laude honors, Andy Biddle. And receiving summa cum laude honors, Jasper Chezik, Bix Griffith, Jackson Rogers, Malachi Shryak, and Kiera Webb. Congratulations to all of our Latin Honors recipients. Finally, we would like to recognize our Marion Spencer Graduate Award winner for 2025. The Marion Spencer Award is the highest honor to a graduating senior that can be received at Spencer Center for Gifted and Exceptional Students. This award began with our first graduating class in 2022 to honor the legacy of Mrs. Marion Spencer. Our school's namesake, Mrs. Spencer was instrumental in fighting fearlessly for civil rights and racial justice, impacting the city of Cincinnati for generations to come. She chaired legal action to desegregate Coney Island Amusement Park, was the first female president of the Cincinnati chapter of the NAACP, the first black female Cincinnati City Council member, and the first female to serve as Cincinnati Vice Mayor. In 2018, the Spencer family was honored with the naming of the Marion Spencer Hall, a student dormitory on the campus right here at the University of Cincinnati. As a civil rights legend and community leader, our Spencer Center students strive to continue to expand upon her legacy of equality, service, and excellence. This award is given for exceptional scholarship and leadership to a Spencer Center graduating senior. In lieu of a valedictorian, we recognize one student per year who meets the following criteria. The student has earned at least a cumulative unweighted grade point average of 3.4 or higher, has participated in one or more extracurricular activities here at Spencer Center, and exemplifies the Spencer spirit of the pack. This year's 2025 Marion Spencer Graduate Award goes to Jasper Chezik. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations.
At this time, we would like to ask Board Member Moffitt to confer the diplomas for the class of 2025. Graduates, you have chosen your classmate, Deja Tucker, to accept the diplomas on your behalf. Deja, can you please come forward? And graduates, will you please stand?
So, graduates, you asked me what does confer the diplomas mean and why do I have to do it? So you already know that this makes it exceptionally official, right? Are you ready? You want to stay a little longer? All right, let's go. I, Dr. Kareem Moffitt, with the authority vested in me by the state of Ohio, and as a board member of the Cincinnati Board of Education, I hereby confer on these young men and women the diploma of the Cincinnati Public School Spencer Center for Gifted and Talented Students.
On behalf of the Spencer Center graduates of the class of 2025, I accept these diplomas.
Joseph Andy Biddle. Ella Danger Blundell. Isabella Rose Branham. Jasper Ann Cheswick. Vivian Gray Conley. Eloise Pearl Elliott. Tiernan Gardaki. Roby Dupree Gillespie. Bix Griffith. Blake Harmon. Bria Marie Henderson. Makayo Hofer. Monet Noel Jordan. Zoe Monroe Keaton Varshay. Jackson Henry Rogers. Mariah Brielle Ruan. Denia Nicole Shannon. Devon Christopher Shields. Malachi Shyrock. Shryock. Sorry, Malachi. I love you anyway.
Josiah Smith. James Patrick Sullivan. Britton Michael Taylor. Deja Simone Tucker. B. Eileen Waldvogel. Kiera Marie Webb. Jackson Charles White Rife Wolves. Jemiah Kiyami Wooten. Congratulations to our 2025 Spencer Center graduates. You may be seated. I promise I will make this quick. If you do not know who I am, I'm Brittany Otting, and I'm the co-advisor of the senior class. This isn't my strongest suit, being in the front and center. I'm usually the teacher in the last row taking pictures, or the person behind the scenes making magic happen. But as I am standing here tonight, looking out at all of you, I feel an overwhelming sense of pride. It has been one of the greatest honors of my life to teach you. What is even more amazing, what has been everything you have taught me. Your curiosity, your kindness, your adventurous spirits. You all have reminded me what education is all about. So all I can say is thank you. Thank you to the parents and the families for your trust and for sharing your children with us. And to the seniors, thank you for being the amazing humans you are. The turning of the tassel symbolizes the completion of your studies, the passing from one level to another. With great pleasure, I ask you, class of 2025, to please stand and move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you again for coming. And we're waiting for some jaunty little tunes to see these beautiful graduates on their way out. I won't be singing. Yes. Nope, I won't sing, but if we clap a lot, maybe we can create a beautiful rhythm for you? Yeah? All right. There we go.